Welcome to the Renegade Health Boss podcast, where we push the boundaries of what's possible in health and wellness. I'm your host, Heather Gray, a certified functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner and certified bioenergetic practitioner. And each week we dive deep into the world of physical, mental, spiritual health, biohacking, relationships. But we're not just talking about the basics. I'm bringing you conversations with the true renegades, experts who are challenging the status quo in their fields, breaking barriers, and uncovering the real truth behind what it takes to live an incredible, joy-filled, and optimized life. If you're ready to step out of the ordinary and step into a life of extraordinary health and happiness, you're in the right place. Let's get started on this journey to becoming your own Renegade Health Boss. And before we jump in, let's hear a word from our sponsor. You're already empowering your patients to lead a healthier, more vibrant lives. As a practitioner, you're at the forefront of extending their health span, promoting strength, vitality, and overall wellness. It all begins with the right support, trusted high-quality nutritional supplements. At MHP Vitamins, we provide premium, practitioner-grade supplements designed to support the unique needs of your patients. Whether they're fighting inflammation, boosting energy, or enhancing immune function, our scientifically backed formulas help them thrive. As a trusted practitioner, your recommendations make a significant impact. At MHP Vitamins, we're committed to providing you with the tools to continue supporting your patients on their journey towards ideal health. The premium supplements are carefully formulated to target specific health concerns and deliver the essential nutrients your patients need to thrive. Dedicated to making sure your practice runs effortlessly by offering top-tier customer care, same-day shipping, and the efficacy of our new office and warehouse. Through our affiliate program, you can extend these benefits directly to your patients and provide them with trusted, high-quality products while providing a valuable partnership that supports both you and your patient's health span and your practice. Join the growing community of health professionals who trust MHP Vitamins to empower their patients' health journeys. Together, we can support wellness one patient at a time. Yay! Welcome, Ken, to the show.
Hello, Heather, and thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here.
From the future, he's a day ahead of us as
Yes.
we're recording this. I'm super excited. And he said my future looks great.
Yes, your future looks great and fine, so don't worry about tomorrow.
Phew. Hey, so I got to meet you at Humanities Team's founder's house, Steve Farrell, a couple of months ago. My husband did some shooting for you guys on your
Thank
new
you.
master class. Yeah,
He's such a sweet person.
he truly is. And I just absolutely fell in love with your energy. And then the discussions that we got into at the dinner table got kind of racy and fun, and you're quite hilarious. But I just, I want to dive more, why are we talking to Ken Honda? Like, who are you? Some of your backstory on kind of what got you started writing books around wealth and happiness.
So I started writing almost 3 years ago, while I was semi-retired, and then I concentrated on raising our daughter with my wife. So just three of us had a very, very quiet time. And then I got this inspiration to write. And before I was a law major student, so I was doing accounting and consulting. So writing is not really in my life, but I got this inspiration to write a few phrases, few pages, and then I started distributing my booklets. And then my friends loved it. So I printed a few, and then I end up hiring a printer. Because of the mix-up of the order. Instead of 1,000, I got 3,000 in boxes. So I just had to get rid of my boxes. So I just started calling my friends and just like, Heather, you like my writing. I'm going to send you 10 copies, 5 copies, 100 copies if they have many friends. So I got rid of all the boxes in a few weeks, and then I got so many requests and orders because I said I'm gonna give it for free. That's when I got so surprised that people love my writings. No kidding, is this like my dream? And then and then I kept on giving my booklets, and I gave away 100,000 copies, physical copies. And then the publisher called me and asked me to write. And I said, no, I wrote everything in the small booklet. I have nothing else. But the editor said, you are just doing nothing, just changing diapers. And she's 3, so you're not changing diapers anymore, right? Like, what? So what do you do? So, like, okay, he's got his point. And then I sat down in front of a computer and then waited for something to come out. And then a lot came out. And I was so surprised. By the time I finished one book, my first book, the second book and the third book and the fourth book started downloading. And ever since, I've published more than 200 physical books and sold 9 million copies.
Holy cow. Here I thought I was proud of myself reading 2 of your books, and I thought that's all you had out. I had no idea you had so much more out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So,
really enjoyed the story of kind of what happened with your father, and my condolences. That was a sad story, but it also kind of shed a little light on, why you're talking about the money the way that you do. Can you tell us a little bit about that story without like giving everything away?
yeah. So my father was a successful tax accountant. So even though money is as taboo as in America, my father wanted me to learn about money since I was 8 or 9. So he started teaching me about money, and but one time I went home from school and I saw my father was crying. And my father was crying like a baby. And at the time, I didn't know that I had never seen a grown-up man cry. And then I was so super shocked at the scene. And my mother took me to the kitchen, and then she said my father's best friend committed suicide. By then, I sort of knew what it means to just take your own life. And more shocking news is that he not only took his, he killed the entire family of 4 and then committed suicide because he wanted to avoid the same of bankruptcy, which my father recommended. And he was a client of my father's, and he advised his best friend to file bankruptcy. And he had some money prepared for his best friend so they can keep on living. But after bankruptcy, because otherwise all the money he loans goes straight to the loan shark, which makes sense. But my father was a very traditional Japanese guy who doesn't talk, like bath, food, dinner, and just go to sleep. He didn't talk much. So he regretted so much that he didn't tell his best friend that he was going to help his family. So until he passed, my father was so depressed about not helping him, and also my grandmother, my father's mother, died around the time. So he got really depressed, and he got abusive, and he slipped down to the alcoholism. So I wanted to know why it happened. So I thought it's because of money. So I thought money was the evil, the reason why entire family had to die. So I wanted to learn about an enemy, and also I thought money put my father into this alcoholism. So I wanted to learn about the enemy, and then I got fascinated. And my father told me money has 2 sides, like coin. One angelic side, one devil side. So it could be very nice, it could be very bad because it pulls out the worst and the best from you. So I asked my mother, I asked my father, which side will come out, and he said, whoever you are, that will be pulled out. And I got really scared. So I have a very interesting, unique educational background with my father.
It was heartbreaking. I did not expect to be crying, so soon reading into your book, but you described this beautiful, idyllic, family setting, and then with, one horrible act, your father's life completely changed, your life completely changed, and your childhood completely changed, so it just man, and it's like that pain to purpose story that a lot of us have, right? Me as a
Mhm.
practitioner, because of the health issues that I've had my whole life and why I do
Right.
what I do, right?
Mhm.
And the reason why I wanted to have you on is because there's so many folks with chronic illness stuff that also money things have a tendency to play into that holistic picture of a person, right? And changing your mindset, learning new ways, learning new relationships with amount money is where it starts. And a lot of us weren't taught this, so that's why I absolutely love, love, love what you're putting out there in the world.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So, thank you. And because of that, I really wanted to learn what money is. And later on, I just thought money could be very fun. And I have met many beautiful, wealthy people who with beautiful hearts. So, one of them is my mentor, Waihe Takeda, who used to be called Warren Buffett of Japan. So he showed me money can be an angelic thing to just enlighten people. So now I'm just teaching more about happier side of money. That's why I called that's how I wrote my book, Happy Money. So people can transform their relationship with money. And then I've been writing so many books on how to monetize your gift, how to find who you are, how to find your gifts, and how to multiple them so you can take advantage of who you are. And then share your heart, share who you are. And by doing that, you get more abundant. So by sharing what you have, you become a better person and more attractive person. As a result, you attract more money. So that's what I teach.
That's amazing. Yeah, I absolutely loved Happy Money. And then True Wealth, which is your latest book out. It's Happy Money, there it is. Happy Money was so great because it was more your story and then kind of a step by step, here's how you do it, to where True Wealth was more of a story, where you follow this young man, through the death of his grandfather and not leaving him anything, except for these letters, and it was just fascinating. Me and my husband was driving around Arizona, and we were
Oh,
listening to it in the car, and he was just,
uh-huh.
both of us were like, what happens next? What's the next letter going to say? And they were all such just beautiful nuggets. Like, the two styles were so completely different. Like, where did you get your inspiration for the two different books?
Mhm. Yeah, I have hundred times more books. So some of them fiction, like my other uh, bestsellers is 17 Things to Do series. I sold about 2.4 million copies. That is 17 things to do in your teens, 20s, 30s. Everywhere in Japan, there are 20,000 convenience stores. And then each has a rack for books, and then my books are there. So that's how I just sold millions of copies. But anyway, so um, I have collected all the great stories from beautiful people. Just some people are very established, others just a local, regular people. And I get the nuggets of wisdom from those people and just put them into a story format. Like this one, the grandfather who passed away he is a super wealthy person, but he just donated all the money to charity. And instead, he left 9 letters for his grandson. And then grandson one day receives a package, and then he is instructed to open the letter when he thinks it's super necessary. And each letter has a title, intuition. The first one is synchronicity, intuition, decision, and all those important things that you need to learn in life. So I have put all the learnings from my past mentors and put them into this book. So I'm very good at explaining the difficult, complicated philosophy into very daily practice so people can follow. So my readership starts from around 10, and then the highest one is 94. So like everybody who can read reads my reads my book, and it's a compliment. So I have a, gift of storytelling, so people can really relate to the story in my books, and then uh, they can just implement it to their daily life. So money touches every area of your life. So if you have a better relationship with money, your relationships would be better, and your work situation, and everything else will be much, much better.
Absolutely. So I'm going to ask a taboo question, right? Because in order to kind of establish authority, people are like, why are we listening to this guy about wealth and money? So if I may, what is your net worth right now?
I think I haven't really calculated, but I think I'm probably in the double digit of millions. So I have enough,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
that's a great question. That's a great
yeah,
answer.
I have sold more than 9 million copies. So for that, I have made what 13 million US dollars, and also I have done a lot of businesses. I have done more than 100 millions, more probably more. So. I'm not interested in calculating. It takes weeks to have my accountants figure out because some companies are public, some companies are not. So, like, I asked my mentor one time, "Do you know how much exactly?" He said, "I have no idea." I know I'm not poor, but it takes like weeks for 10 accountants to figure out with this company, with this one, real estate, and it's gonna cost me like a few $100,000 to figure out how much I have, right?
How much you're worth? Oh my gosh,
And
that's
then yeah, because think about 10 accountants working for 3 weeks, and then that will be as of July 1st. It could be different in August.
right.
So, I think a lot of questions that people ask is very interesting because uh, people can easily find out uh, how much they have. They check this online banking and this and my wallet. Okay, I'm worth like $3,000, right? But I mean, if you have companies that are not public, it takes a long time to figure out how much it is worth. So
Okay.
it yeah. So the point is that if you have more than enough, money becomes air. So you don't have to think about it all the time.
Mm,
American people are obsessed with net worth, net value, or how much money they make. I mean, I think probably American people are the only ones who are obsessed with that. You know,
really?
Europe, yeah, Europeans have some interest, and also Chinese, but they have other interests as well. So it's culturally, I wanted to become an anthropologist when I was in my college. So it's so interesting because American people, as much as they have interest in money is taboo in America. I talk about this probably at the dinner table. My college buddies, we just like five of us got together, and then we casually asked how much money we made last year, and then the one who was making most money, who's me, had to take care of the tab, and they said, "Ken, congratulations!" And okay, thank you guys. The drinks are on me. So we're very casual about it, but if it's an American alumni club and then ask each other how much money, each one made, probably like they'll be shocked, right? But the same group will openly talk about their sexual issues. I
Mm.
think American people love talking about sex, uh, very openly. I don't even ask for the details, but they talk about it in such details, like, wow, I don't want to know. And then the funny thing is, Japanese guys or Japanese people never talk about their sexual life. So because they'll go like this, where American people talk about it. So, but they're more open about money, and I think Europe, is very similar, probably in between in Japan and US. So it's very cultural. Uh, uh, so don't tie up with how much you make is not how much you're worth. Your worth is not your net worth financially. You are more than that. So it's just a cultural obsession. Like in Hollywood, people are obsessed with how they look. right? So I asked one person, a very beautiful model looking person, can you take a photograph of my friends and me? But she obviously said okay, and she kind of posed like, no, I wanted you to take a picture. So I thought, wow, that's very Hollywood, you know. So some people are culturally obsessed with certain things.
So I just played right into that stereotype by asking you that question. So it kind of makes me laugh, but I'm like, oh, damn. All right. Well, this is a good spot. We're actually going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to dive deeper into today's lesson, which is 9 lessons for happiness and abundance. Like, who couldn't use more of that? So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Dr. Nathan Bryan here with our N101 nitric oxide orally disintegrating tablet. You know, nitric oxide is a gas, so how do we deliver a bioactive gas in a solid dose form? We've created a solid dose form of bioactive gas. This lozenge, which is designed to have a resident time of 5 to 6 minutes. So you take this lozenge, you put it in your mouth, don't chew it, don't swallow it. Let it dissolve. As it's dissolving, it's releasing a certain amount of nitric oxide over a certain period of time. And that release of nitric oxide is designed to recapitulate nitric oxide production and nitric oxide signaling. So if your body can't make nitric oxide for whatever reason, this product delivers it for you. But more importantly, the technology in this lozenge recouples the NOS enzyme, so we improve endothelial function. We improve the body's ability to make nitric oxide on its own. And because it's an orally disintegrating tablet that sits on the top of the tongue and moves around, it's killing the bad bacteria. It's maintaining the diversity of the oral microbiome. We're improving the nitrate-reducing bacteria, so we're improving the oral microbiome. So this product generates nitric oxide and improves the body's ability to make nitric oxide through both pathways, endothelial nitric oxide production through restoration of the oral microbiome. There's no other product on the market that does what this product does. This is an orally disintegrating tablet that releases nitric oxide. We can quantify it, we can detect it, we can verify it. So if your body can't make nitric oxide, we do it for you. N101 activating lozenges. Get it today.
Yay, welcome back. I'm super stoked to dive into this. I absolutely love this topic of conversation. It's something that's always kind of eluded me throughout my life. You know, I kind of grew up, quote unquote, poor white trash, and you know, always had the old stigmas of money doesn't grow on trees and that money's evil. And I've always had a secret love affair with money, right? But so it's been this push-pull dichotomy. You can't want it because that makes you greedy, but I don't have it and I'm sick of being poor, you know, so there's this, you know, and then now I'm a business owner. And so I've had to really have to have like a come to Jesus meeting with all my money issues and stay in business as an entrepreneur, right? So your books just really, and I probably should listen to them again because I'm about right at that same point of where it just, you kind of, before you get on to the next phase, right? It kind of hurts a little bit. And then it seems like you pop through to the next level. And I'm kind of at that phase. So I probably need to listen to them again and get more inspiration. But I want to dive into the 9 lessons for happiness and abundance.
Yeah, thank you. So, first of all, you have to have a great money container. You know, each of us is born with a certain size money container. Some people are born small, some people are big. But if your money container is small, if you try to put big money, and it's gonna crack. So money container grows only by giving more to other society or other people. As a result of giving more as services of as coach, as writer, and then you receive a lot. So think about this. If you want to receive lots of money as a writer, you have to sell a lot of copies. If you sell for only like 5,000 copies, you get only $5,000. But if you sell 50,000 copies, you get $50,000 for a book royalty. So as a coach, if you help 5 people, you get 5 people's worth of money. If you help 50 people, you get 50 people's money, right? So and also after about 100 people, you have to really multiply yourself either by online program or some other sources like books and other things. So you need to be creative in figuring out how you can serve other people with what you have. So that is a fun game because right now, if you are studying business, you can concentrate on branding yourself. Like, what can you give? What can you do for other people and with for food. You could help women in their 30s or men in their 20s, or a single mom or whoever that you can help most. That's the target you should go into.
Awesome. That's a great, and it's funny because as you were talking, I was thinking, I'm like, I did get into this weird scarcity mentality, and I haven't been giving away and putting aside to charity like I used to.
Mhm.
So I need to start doing that because that'll open up the flow, the energetic flow again. So thank you for that reminder. What's number 2?
So, come up with something that so people can know you. So it could be a form of SNS. It could be a YouTube. It could be
What's the SNS?
a social media.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah. So social media like X, and also YouTube, Instagram,
My
whatever that.
head went straight to a typical American. I thought you said S&M, which is a sexual thing. And I was like, what did you
Oh.
say?
Well, that's
No,
another thing.
SNS,
Yeah.
SNS.
That's another thing that I have two American staff, who are born in the States. Oh,
Ah,
and
balloons. That's fun.
yeah, I think probably I did this right.
Oh, fun.
And then whatever I said, they laugh hysterically. And what's wrong? And this you do know what you said? So like I must have said something sexually without my intention. And then they keep laughing every 5 minutes. Like you guys are thinking, it's not my English. It's your head.
Your head is in the gutter. Yeah, my
Right, right,
head's
right.
my head's in the gutter quite a bit. So yeah, I
But
apologize.
anyway, yeah. So if you can focus on letting people know who you are,
Mm.
you should prepare something for yourself, and don't spend so much money on that, because at the beginning, you shouldn't spend more time on social media. You can do Instagram or YouTube Live on your own, and but I think writing something is very good, because Instagram and YouTube, it's only like a minutes, and also you cannot really tell who you are. So you should really write a small booklet of yourself, of your life, why you're doing this. And if people can read it and relate to you, they'll just come for you. People don't come to your sessions after looking at a few cute pictures from Instagram. After reading your story, they trust you more. So definitely you should have something, even like 5 pages of PDF that and you explain what you do. So one by one, you get a new client, and by doing that, finally your word of mouth marketing works. People start talking about you, and then your first client will refer her friend to you, and then that's how your business grows. And if your business doesn't grow, something is wrong. Either your service is not good enough, or you are not known enough. So improve the skills and the quality of your service, and at the time make an effort to let people know. Like how many people do you think in the world know about you? Like 6 years ago, before the publication of my book, when I Google Ken Honda in English, no hit. And then after 6 years, I don't know, I haven't done it, but there will be millions of hits because my videos have been viewed for over 100 million times. So, after you just show up, you have to work hard to let people know who you are, so people know what you do. And as a result of just letting people know what you do, certain percentage of people will respond. It's just a numbers game. So you just keep doing it, and then the quitter never wins, because people quit so many ways. They stop uh, after writing first chapter. That's a sad thing. People quit too early, in my opinion.
That is absolutely, that's straight and to the point. What's number 3?
So number 3 is start setting up a business model. once you have this business model, and then once you build it, people get to know you. They just watch, like say, I have 5 videos of how to become a writer. And then after just watching 15 minute videos, if they like it, they'll just join my online courses. And then they join my mentor program. And my Arigato Living community is only $8.88 per month. And I'm going to make it free, by the way, pretty soon. So please join my free Arigato Living community, right? Because I don't have to charge people. I thought by charging people, there will be some kind of standard. But now I think we have a great community. So I'm going to make it to public for free.
That's awesome.
So,
And for those of you who didn't quite understand him, because he said it really fast, he said arigato, which is
yeah.
thank you in Japanese.
Yes. So, like, very, it's a community of international community. We are like 30 different countries. We get together once a month, sometime European time, sometime American time, and then learn about each other and learn about happy money. But anyway, so once you have this community, and then from this group of community, like say in Japan, my podcast and YouTube has been viewed for 100 million times in a country of 130 million times. So like, it's not like everybody has listened to it, but everybody knows my name or my face. So I just, people bump into me and just, just they want photographs and stuff. So the more people get to know you, the more the more people want to learn from you. So you don't need to be famous like I have done. If 100,000 people know you, you can make a living. And you don't have to be known by millions of people. That's another story because you don't want strangers talk to you during the middle of your family dinner, right? So I think getting well known too much is not so fun for some people. I'm okay. So just if your name and what you do is known to 10,000 people, or at least in your town, like everybody knows or heard of your name, and then if in that district, if people want to have a coaching session, oh, Heather Gray, yes, and your name is beautiful, by the way, because it's very simple. Anybody in America can spell your name, right? And anybody can Google your name, which is great. If you have a difficult name, it makes it harder. So
And it's a color. It's a really pretty purplish gray.
I know. So you should probably brand yourself with a, the color brand. And anyway, so people just know you, and then people ask your clients, what is Heather's coaching like? And then they'll say, what's so different about her is you have to make it so other people can tell their friends. So once you are known, it's just a evergreen mechanism that you don't have to worry about marketing anymore, because by word of mouth, you have to say no to clients. Like last weekend, I did a seminar in Tokyo with 400 people, and it's so packed. We had to get rid of all the tables. We couldn't put people in, and all the other ones, hundreds of others, have to watch online. They cannot come into the real room. So once you are well established, and then focus on giving more. So I just give so much material for free, and then certain people will respond. So like out of all the things I do, I think 85 or 90% of what I do it for free. So people just know what I do, and then only 10% of the people pay me, which is good enough. So you have to set up a system. So whatever you do, people appreciate you, because a lot of people appreciate me because I give away so much, and then certain people who feel like, okay, I want to learn more, and then they join me. So I don't have to sell anything. I just do whatever I feel like doing, and then as a result of all the business model, everybody gets paid very well.
Hmm.
That's
Can I
how
ask
it
you
works.
a question real quick? Like your thoughts on I've heard certain folks say that if things are free, that a lot of times they're not respected because there's no skin in the game for them. And I actually saw that with my course that I put out. I just decided one day I was going to give it away for free. And I did. And 150 people signed up and have my course. Guess how many of them actually went through the course?
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
Really?
Zero went through the course. I
Mm-hmm.
started selling my course. I try to keep the cost low still, and people are actually going through it because they have a little skin in the game. So, kind of what are your thoughts on that?
First of all, you have to really face, you have to be accountable for what you do. You know, I, it's not quite polite to say for somebody who just served your dish wasn't so tasty. If your dish was tasty, people would eat. Like if you're just watching Netflix drama, have you not been hooked by certain dramas? Like, I cannot, go to
Right.
sleep because I want to know what's happening next.
But they didn't even open, like they didn't even start it. It didn't
I
even,
know.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you have, it's not just anything. It's not nothing to do with the price. It's I've done a lot of free seminars, but
Okay.
people watch them through because they want to learn. Some people know me, some other people don't know me, but I attract the right audience, so they want to learn. So you're just giving away, and then to people who are not interested. If people are interested and motivated to learn, they are so thirsty, they are so hungry. So it's not with them. You haven't attracted the right people. You haven't attracted the right tribe for you.
Mm,
Just
got
you're
it.
just say, if you just give it to your uncle, would he open it? If you send it to a neighbor, he may not be the right person. So don't attract anybody who doesn't want to do anything from you. So just give free courses to people who would pay for the courses.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah, it's a big difference between giving away valuable stuff and giving away just a free course which doesn't have any value. So people will take it like a spam almost. That's
Right.
why people don't open it. So you have to be persuasive enough that Heather's course is great. So
It was the life-changing stuff that I did to get my health back. That's why I was so shocked. I'm like, people, here's the secret sauce. I'm giving it away for free, and nobody
yeah,
took it.
because think about it. If people are healthy, for example, they're not interested in that. But if they're in such a hard uh, place health-wise, they'll just grab it. So just you have to attract the right people. So
Gotcha.
even though you just give away, I think the giving away, uh, you need to have some skills. I've given away my booklets to 2.3 million people.
Wow.
So I always ask, I just ship it to anywhere in the world. Now it's on PDF, so you can just find it on my website. But uh, in order to get my free copies, they have to write an essay. So did you require something to get the copies,
Just to
the
get
free course?
just to put in their emails.
No, no, you
No.
have to write a page of why they want to learn. Think about it. If it's required to write a short essay of why I want to learn from Heather
Mm,
and why she thinks it's so great, and then let them give you the permission to use that for future material.
mm.
So if you just say, so think about it, out of 150 people, just if you require, a short essay to join the course, because to join the course, they have to invest a lot of time. So if they don't write a short essay, they're not eligible.
Mm.
They're not a good student. So think about, if you have done an essay test before giving away, how many people do you think they finished it?
Yeah, 5.
So
Yeah.
5 people are only eligible.
Right.
So don't give it away to anybody who doesn't appreciate you. So that is a thing.
Mm.
So, if you just try to give things away, uh, give it away so people can respond with love. You share love just with the people who appreciate your love. That
Absolutely.
is the core of the marketing.
Brilliant. We got to get back on track because we're almost out of time. So I think we were at number 5.
Hmm. Yeah, and then the last thing is no, no, I can keep going to 813, but the last thing is to receive support and money as love. This is the hardest part because we work so hard, but we postpone our receiving as much as possible. We feel unworthy to receive. We feel awkward to receive. So we keep postponing our receiving day, like a payday, not today, maybe next week, maybe next courses. So we keep postponing our payday. So that's our unworthiness does. So if you can just focus on receiving support, receiving money, and then that will complete the cycle of this marketing. And then you can just create another course and you can pay other people, right? So you have to receive money well, and then you can just pay taxes, you can pay all the cost, and then you can just do more. So I can keep going, but the most important thing is what you do counts. You have to give yourself a credit, and otherwise nobody does. So you have to respect your time, you have to respect your energy, and the same respect other people will pay. So you have to hang around with people, your tribe, to appreciate you. So if you're surrounded by people who don't trust you, who don't appreciate you, they are not your friends, So like you have to surround yourself with people who say, "Hey, this course is so incredible." I would just says, "Can I send it to my list?" And if you have 100 friends like that, you don't have to do anything. So that's why I'm saying receive support, receive help.
Absolutely. So yeah, give us one more little nugget and then would love to find out where people can find you and where people can find your latest book start their happy money journey.
Uh-huh. So you have to start appreciating everything.
Ah,
Instead of just
arigato.
Yes, instead of appreciating things, we complain. We complain about our economy. We complain about other people's behavior. If you're 100% accountable of what you do and who you are, and then you figure out what's wrong, what went wrong, and then you can improve it. By constantly improving, we call that Kaizen, you can create something so beautiful. So never stop until you think this is the great stuff and enjoy the process, because 99% of the time it doesn't work. Like, Edison has tried tens of thousands of times to put a certain element so the light bulb goes on, right? And I'm sure that he put on so many materials like here, there, whatever he can touch. And then he came up with a Chinese bamboo fiber that would be the thing to turn on the light bulb. So it takes millions of failures. So enjoy the process. Don't get depressed every time. So that's what I have done. In the process of writing 200 books, like I have written about 400 books worth, right? And then most of them went straight to my garbage because it wasn't good. So I'm a result of so many failures. I have failed so many times, 10 times more than a regular person. That's why I'm successful. So don't get discouraged by one or two, you have to wait till you meet 99 failures. And then after 100 time of try, uh, the goddess of luck will smile at you. So just
Ah,
don't stop, keep going. You're being tested, you know. So
how
one
bad do you want it?
yes. So just keep going. You have all my support.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. Where can people find more information about you? Like I said, get your latest copy of your book.
Yeah, so you can find all the information at kenhunter.com. we are preparing a lot of free stuff. We haven't touched about money personality type. Like there's a spender, warrior, gambler, and a money maker. So you can figure out your money type and what to do with it. It takes about 5 minutes to test. It's free. So and if you're interested in learning more, just Google Ken Honda. There are lots of videos I talk about. So
Follow him on Instagram. He's always putting up some great information.
yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, Heather, for just inviting me. And all my happy money energy will go to you and the listeners and viewers.
I will receive it. Arigato. Thank you.
Okay, arigato. Thank you so much.
Yay. Have a beautiful day.
Okay, thank you. And tell all your team that I love them, I miss them. And I'll just be on the show anytime they want because, it's only the time zone. When I'm awake, I'll be there. Okay?
Sounds great.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Stay tuned, everybody. Have a healthy day. If you learned anything, even one little nugget in any episode, please do not keep us a secret. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a review on Apple, on Spotify. That is how we get this information out there and we change this paradigm one person at a time. I can't do it by myself. I need your help. Also, make sure to know that disclaimer, anything that you hear on this, you cannot hold Discovering Health LLC, Renegade Health Boss, The Line Boss, Heather Gray, liable for anything. Always consult your doctor before doing anything new. Do not take this as medical advice. This is your disclaimer. And then also, if you want to know the foundations of health, right? All that I talk about on how I get healthy, the absolute foundation, sleep, diet, exercise, what to eat, toxins, how to detox mold, all of it. You can get it in your own course at rhbcourses.com, right? Start your healing journey today, as little as $79. Start today, rhbcourses.com. Stay tuned and thanks for joining us.